Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce myself. My name is Hafid Hassan, and I am from Faculty of Economics and Business, University of Muhammadiyah Surakarta. In this time, I will present my research material entitled Analysis of Factor Affecting Production Level of Salt Farmers in Babalan Village, Demak Regency. Salt is one of the agricultural commodities that has the potential to be developed because the need for salt continues to increase. National salt needs are used, among others, from the chlor-alkali plant, which includes the petrochemical, pulp and paper, pharmaceutical, and cosmetic industries, drilling various foods to household consumption. Salt as one of the marine product commodities has an important role in everyday life as well as in the industrial sector. The need for national salt from year to year is increasing in line with the increasing population and industrial development in Indonesia in 2000. The need for salt in Indonesia in 2021 is projected to reach 4.6 million tons, most of which 84% is the need for the manufacturing industry. Of the total 4.6 million tons of national salt demand, 2.4 million tons or 53% is needed for the chlor-alkali plant sector, which includes the petrochemical, pulp and paper industry. Based on data from the Ministry of Maritime Affairs and Fisheries, salt production in 2020 is predicted to reach 1.3 million tons. This number decreased significantly, namely 55.94% compared to the previous year. The national demand for salt for both industry and consumption reached 4 million tons. Salt production from 2010 to 2020 continues to fluctuate. In this research, I use a dependent variable is a production. Production is the end result of a process or economic activity by utilizing several input, and then the independent variable is first capital. Capital is a good produced by the economic system that are used as input to produce other goods and services in the future. Second, labor. Labor are workers who work inside and outside the working relationship with the main means of production in the production process, both physically and mentally. Third, land area. Land is one of the most important production factors in agricultural sector, where agricultural yields are determined by the narrow area of land. The wider the land, the greater the agricultural yields obtained. Fourth, length of work. Length of work is the length of time between doing an activity or the length of time someone has worked. In this study, I used a quantitative research approach, and the selection of respondents was carried out by a purposive sampling method. The number of samples taken was 40 respondents from a total population of 4,168 South farmers in Babalan village, Badung district, Demak Regency. And this study used data collection techniques based on data collected by observing many things at the same point, or without paying attention to time difference. This result will be analyzed using ordinary least square or OLS. And the study used data on capital, labor, land area, and length of work. Data were collected and analyzed using the Cobb-Douglas multiple linear analysis technique. Cobb-Douglas production function looks like this. But so the data obtained can be analyzed using the Cobb-Douglas production function. The data must be first transformed into a linear form using the natural logarithm, which can then be processed using multiple linear regression analysis. So the equation becomes as follows. To determine the effect of the variable capital, labor, land area, and length of work on the production level of some farmer, using multiple linear regression analysis with the ordinary least square. The OLS model is a linear regression model with the least squares calculation method. The diagnostic tests show that the model violates the classical assumption test error. The empirical probability values of the residual normality test, heteroscedasticity test, and linearity test. In this study, to determine the effect of the variable capital, labor, land area, and length of work on the production level of some farmer using multiple linear regression analysis with the ordinary least square. The OLS model is a linear regression model with the least square calculation method. Capital. This statistic 0.0044 is less than 0.01 means that the capital variable has a positive and significant effect on the production level of some farmer. Labor, this statistic 0.0768 is less than 0.10 means that the labor variable has a positive and significant effect on the production level of salt. Land area, this statistic 0.6089 means that the variable land area has no significant effect on the production level of salt farmer. Length of work. This statistic 0.8923 means that the variable length of work does not significant affect the production level of salt farmers. Okay, thank you for the attention and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.